Hello, 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 hello. I know no one's here yet, but I'm gonna talk anyway. Hello, how are y'all doing? Or how's no one doing because no one's here yet? Alright, my name is Ezra Garza, and I am live streaming today because I am gonna be busy on Wednesday, and I was busy at 2, so you know what? Now we're gonna live stream now, and you're gonna get to watch this whenever you can. Alright, cool. We good with that? We good with that? Because I got also an exam on I got a quiz on Wednesday. I'm gonna need to talk to my teacher about that. Oh no. Okay, so I need to email or talk to her tomorrow and be like, can I take the quiz tomorrow? I need to take it. Boy. Yeah, I could probably ask her if I just take it tomorrow. But anyway, how are y'all doing? Oh, someone's here. Hello, hello, how are you doing? We're gonna be going over grammar. Look in the description. If you can get that sentence through, and you can say what the subject is, then good for you. You don't gotta do this. But if you wanna be here, you can still be here, alright? So, yeah. Boop-a-doop. I hope you're having a good day, person. Alright. Let me get this out of the way real quick. I need a thumbnail. Oh no. There you go. Let's do vector. Alright. So, just to clarify what the answer is to the thing down below and why that's going on down there, I am taking a English class called Structure Grammar. I have a thing right here. Why did I just not look at the paper? I had paper right here. And now it's done. I'm very prepared for this. This is why I'll never be a teacher, because I can't do it. Let's see. Introduction to the structure of English. So with that, I have to be able to see where subjects are, where noun phrase. So the subject and noun phrases are the same thing, so I'll just say them like vice versa and everything like that. Then you have to know where the verbs are, you have to know like where they go and the placement of them, and you have to figure out where adverbs go and adjectives and all that. But you have to like look at the English just like as it is. Like you can't look at it semantically or anything like that. So it was like, so like let's say the sentence like you ain't got none, right? Usually you'd be saying to yourself, that's not grammatical, right? Right? Well, in the prescriptive manner, it's not, because that's what we've been taught the whole time, you know? You ain't got none is totally just like a whole unholy grammar, but in reality it is grammar in the descriptive form. So, which we don't really hear about whenever we're in school or anything like that, because they're just trying to teach us the basics of English. So, you know, where they're trying to make sure that we don't say the snail green is there is, you know? They're just trying to get us the basics. But you ain't got none is grammatical, but it's not always for certain audiences. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't say you ain't got none to like a boss or something, you know? So, boop-a-doop, boop-a-doop-boop. So today we're just gonna go over this. I have some things I'm gonna be doing on Wednesday, so I can't really be there. Alright. So, let's go down to the sentence I just gave y'all. So, let's see. It was... Gotta just keep these. Charlie threw... Y'all alright? I have the pets in here, and they're just, like, making noises. Please do not drop the cup, kitty. Like, please don't. Don't do this. Alright, Charlie threw the ball. Alright, let's just try to break this sentence down into the essence of itself. I know you can't really you can't really talk person that is watching the stream right now, But you know, you can just have your own piece of paper or anything like that, and you can just like go along, or you can just watch the stream and go along with me, right? So let's just try to identify different things about the sentence real quick. Here, I'm gonna do this on a different layer so you'll be able to make thingy later. Nope, not that one. Here we go. All right. No, what are you doing? Okay. This glitches out sometimes. It's like, I didn't ask you to do that. Okay, here. So, alright, subject. Slash noun phrase. Alright, let's try to identify what this is real quick. So, you'll hear me going back and forth in my notes because I'm trying to like figure it out as well. Like, I get the essence of it, but it's better to have it just like in your head, you know what I mean? So, let's see. Also, if you're wondering why there's no face cam, I'm still not going to try that because even though like I got like a better connection nowadays, it's one of those things like where it's like, I still don't trust it. Let's see. Oh yeah, here is the definition of a descriptive grammar, right? So descriptive definition, linguistic. So from a linguistic perspective, they usually try to take the descriptive definitions of grammar and everything. They don't really look at prescriptively because like that's almost like looking at it all semantically and trying to like make it a certain mark, like this is right and this is wrong, when not all languages actually follow the same kind of rules. You know what I mean? That's why it's important to not look at it semantically, or make sure that you're not looking at it only from one side of perspective. You know what I mean? So, description of what is allowable in a language. Alright? So, like, you ain't got none may be said in, like, some parts of the United States, and maybe not so much in the other parts of the states. You know, you got the word y'all, and that may be acceptable to certain audiences, but it's not allowable everywhere. Like, you wouldn't put that in essays, essentially. Maybe you would, I don't know. But you shouldn't. And then you have prescriptive, which is the govern the usage of the language acceptability. So that's what you would be using for like your essays and all that stuff, right? Alrighty. Someone who's watching this that can't really hear me will be like, I don't really know what's going on. They're just looking at this subject noun phrasing. I promise I will get to it. Just trying to make sure that we all got the same ideas kind of going over here. Alright, so essentially the subject or the noun phrase of the sentence will be anything that can be just, as it suggests, it's like a noun of some sort, but not all nouns are what you mean. Like, so, you know the word brevity, right? That could be a noun if it's like sort of thrown into it, you know? It depends on what the subject is. So whatever, no, I have it. I have a note right here. I have a note right here. I know exactly what I'm trying to say. Okay, here you go. The thing that does the verb is a subject. The thing that does the verb is a subject. The thing that does the verb is a subject, right? The thing that does the verb is a subject. The thing that does the verb is a subject. The thing that does the verb is a subject. I'm repeating this for myself so that I can get into my head if I ever watch this again. The thing that does the verb is a subject. Got it? And always, always, always in the sentence, there will be the subject and the predicate. Alright? So if you don't know what the subject is the noun phrase, or basically just like whatever it's talking about. So a noun could be object or a subject. So I'll put this in parentheses, but it'll be with a question mark as well, because like not always going to be a noun, it's going to be the subject, you know? And noun will be I'll put this down here. subject and object. Right? And the predicate is the verb, right? Or verb phrase. Right? And so a verb, according to my little packet here, is to convey a state of being or an action, right? State of being or an action, because whenever you can say maybe with the audience, like they believed in the truth, they believed in the statements. All right, believed is like something that you can't really describe, you can't really do exactly. It's something that you kind of just have to imagine you're doing, So that's why this is actually a new thing that they added in, state of being. So I don't know when they added it, but it's new. And it's here now. So we get to say hi to Say It Being, and they're going to stay here and hang out with us for a while, okay? So this is always going to be a thing, alright? Out of anything you could look forward to, this right here is going to be always. There's always going to be a subject, and there's always going to be a predicate. If you don't got a subject and a predicate, you don't got a sentence. Alright? Alright, cool. Just let's get that out there. You got a subject and a predicate. You got a noun and a verb. We got either a subject or an object and a state of being or an action. Alright? Got it? Got it? Got it? Hope you do. I hope you do. Okay. Oop-a-doop-a-doop. So I'll keep this here for anyone else that comes in. So, right here you have the sentence, Charlie threw the ball. Right? My professor actually brought the sentence up because she had ended up asking her students in one of her incoming freshman classes, which by freshmen we mean like college freshmen, they mean like high school freshmen. But essentially that would probably be the case for them too. And she asked them, where is the subject? What is the subject of the sentence, right? So her students kept saying that it was the ball, that it was the subject of the sentence. For anyone that knows grammar, they'd know why that would be incorrect, and we just went over it right now. We just went over that the subject has to be, so the subject is the thing that they're acting on the verb. The thing that does the verb. The thing that does the verb. The thing that does the verb. The subject is the thing that does the verb. I'm gonna write this down for myself now because I got problems. Okay. Subject. Oof. Kitty, I swear, don't do it. You don't want to. You'll get shocked. The subject is the thing does the verb. And understand, I'm trying to still learn this with y'all, so I need to write this down also just because of myself, because obviously, as you saw right now, I couldn't tell you what the subject was again. I can describe it to you, but the subject is the thing that does the verb. The subject is the thing that does the verb. The subject is the thing that does the verb. Alright, the subject is the thing that does the verb. The subject is the thing that does the verb. Alright, we got it. Does the verb. Okay. Now that we all got that, can we see why it's not the ball? The ball did not throw itself. Charlie, who is the subject, threw the ball. Charlie did the verb. Charlie grabbed the ball and threw it. So that means he's a subject. This is why my teacher was in shock, because no one could tell her that that was actually the subject. So yeah, so no, please, in future reference, that Charlie is the subject. Not the ball. Charlie. Charlie is the subject here. Charlie! The ball cannot throw itself. Unless, you're reading, it depends, too. Because, she's always saying that it's, dynamic. So, in the case that maybe the ball is alive and has an arm and like can be able to throw itself. But then when say Charlie threw the ball, it would be like saying the ball threw itself. You know what I mean? But right here we have a person, Charlie, throwing the ball. So Charlie is doing the verb. Got it? Got it? Got it. Okay. Cool. Great. Cool. Just gonna circle this. Alright. So with this in mind, we're able to create the little thing you saw in the beginning. So if you see like, oh no, I didn't want to bring all these up. Okay. If you saw this, whenever you click on the video, this is what we're doing in class. We're trying to look at sentences like grammatically, and that's sort of descriptive. We're not looking at it semantically, we're not looking at it prescriptively, we're not looking at anything like that. We're just trying to get down, is it grammatically correct? And grammatically correct does not always mean that it's actually, that is prescriptive, what we've been taught and grown up with for all these years, you know? It just saying, does it make sense? Is everything where it's needed to be? Would this be happening in a conversation with someone, you know? And is it English? That's all we're asking. Is it English? Is it English? It's not English. Not. And like you probably understand like what I'm saying, right? Like, is it actually a sentence in the English language? Not like saying, is it English, like contradicting everything else? Like, no. Everyone has their languages. Spanish is like a great language too. Spanish is actually helping like with this class too, because there's like infinitive versions of words that you have to be looking out for as well. And so I'm like, oh yeah, jugad. That's an infinitive version of, you know, jugad. That's an infinitive, right? Nothing's happened. It hasn't been like saying, oh, it's with someone or anything of the sort, you know. Boop, boop. So right here, I'm gonna actually take these away real quick. Oh, not you. Okay, let's talk about this line. Maybe not. Okay. So this line is where a sentence is going to be taken and just shown. This is where we try to figure